Okay, folks, surprise, surprise. I am back playing War Robots. I've been off air for a couple of days. So I had a nice long 3 days out of town for work. Uh, didn't have much internet connection, so I wasn't really playing much of anything. Was basically working like 16 hours at a pop for a couple of days. Got home real late Friday night, and just kind of took Saturday night off to just relax and did a little bit of Horizon Zero Dawn last night, but we're back doing War Robots. I had an opportunity to get it in earlier in the day, so we're going in the mid afternoon instead of in the evening today. And hi to Bernie, how you doing? So this is it's the update for Android has been out for a couple of days now, and there's a lot of changes. The UIs have changed a bit, and this is my first stream showing that. Update came out like right before I left for my work trip. So we've gotten some changes to the UI, some weapon tweaks, and the new mode Beacon Rush, which is actually kind of fun, and I'm probably going to be playing that mostly today. And hello, a few guys. I see Pleeplop is on, Boy, and also Bernie, who we already said hi to. Yep, I'm doing an earlier stream today. I actually had wife and kids are out of the house for a while, so taking my opportunity to get in there and get this done. Mostly so I can just watch Game of Thrones tonight without having to watch the clock. All right, so let me see if I can get a squad going, and we'll try and do some Beacon Rush. I see Captain Rambo's on. And hello to Nathan. Let's see if anybody else is on. Send invites out to some of the usual suspects. Alright, I'm just going to go with Captain Rambo for now. You guys can catch up. I'm going to go and do a Beacon Rush. First Beacon Rush on the live stream. Just two of us for now. I'm looking. Nathan, are you saying somebody kicked you from the clan? I know someone did some house cleaning sometime last week, so we had a lot of inactives. But if you're walked into a mess. Yeah, I'm not sure who did it, but somebody cleaned out a bunch of inactive players from the clan sometime last week. I'm really not sure who did it. So it may have been Nathan. Nathan, if you can find us again and send an invite. Okay, so the thing I've noticed with Beacon Rush is the early advantage ends up being a big advantage. It's actually really hard to take beacons now because, well, you have to deal with people spawning at them. Yeah, Nathan, I'm not sure how careful people were when they cleaned out. I really don't even know who did it. Or if it was just a glitch or something. Yeah, when I say people can, the only reason to kick people is for being inactive. I mean people who like disappear for like 2-3 weeks at a time. Who I know aren't regulars. Alright, now we get to have some fun here. So since it's Beacon Rush, I spawned right at the beacon where the most enemies were attacking. And I'm gonna try and keep them off my beacon. Alright. And now this beacon's under threat. Nice thing is you can spawn right at the beacon that's under the most threat. Which is why I was saying it can be really hard to capture beacons once you lose them. The idea for the clan name was actually, that's actually my son's name. He plays on Android, and at the time we didn't realize that, at the time when I made the clan, we didn't realize that Android and Kindle were treated as two separate servers. So it was originally supposed to be so that me and him could team up. In case anybody's wondering. So I could see in Beacon Rush there being times when you don't want to actually finish someone off. Like if you know someone's about to capture a beacon, or there may be times when it's a good idea to even suicide. Boy is sitting in his beanbag chair. The enemy does always retain their home spawn point, so even if you capture all the beacons, their normal spawn point is always there. Can't say I've really worked out what all the best strategies are yet, but it favors being really aggressive and just seems to encourage a lot of head-to-head combat. And teamwork, because if you notice, if you put two people on a beacon at the same time, you capture it faster. Sometimes that's the only way you're going to get it before somebody spawns in. So all you need is somebody spawning in with an Ancelot and it's over. And we win the first round. Now that was so that was Beacon Rush. And I've noticed Beacon Rush tends to have higher scores. I got a lot of beacons that time, and not a whole lot of kills. Let's pull back out, see who else is on. All right, send out some invites. Ha ha ha, Jesse Magnum joke, yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, Nathan, you are, somebody did kick you. Won't let me invite you to the clan from here, but I can invite you to the squad. Come on. Alright, just give it a few more seconds, see if any of these guys can join. Alright, I'm going to drop into our next battle so we can catch up. I'm just going to keep playing Beacon Rush because it's actually a lot of fun. I switched back to my iPad where I still haven't gotten the update yet, and to play old mode just for comparison, and you know, it's different. It's different enough, but I do like it, I think. It's gonna shake up the tactics a little bit. Yeah, this is a good game mode to have a beacon runner, or to have at least one person lead off with a beacon runner, because you can get a really big advantage out of it. Now, it would be a problem if they spawn somebody right on top of that beacon. They really have to fight for it, or catch the other team when they're distracted. Almost got this guy. Pleep, interesting. You should bring up Raijin's. As Beacon Rush, Raijin can be a really key player now. So you can just sit on a beacon and keep it forever. Yeah, you're holding open a spawn point too. Oh, this guy's coming over the hill. I'm gonna backtrack him. Oh, somebody else is taking beacons behind me. Don't want to leave that out there. That's a bad place to have... Yeah, like I said, it's a bad place to have people spawning. Alright, let's see. We'll go right here. We'll take something short range to get right in the fight. Short-range brawling bots just got a new lease on life. It's not so cut and dried where the bad guys are. Uh-oh. See that just when I thought I had that beacon. Yeah, we're getting our butts kicked down. Excuse me. Yeah, a lot of people didn't realize that, this is for Pleep's comment, a lot of people didn't even realize that the moon map was completely symmetrical, either. Seeing people post on Facebook, hey, how come the moon map, I always seem to spawn on the same side? Well, you're not. Just the two sides look exactly the same. Eek. Yeah, I'm not holding this tunnel by myself. Alright, and that's all my bots. Yeah, again, Rogaka's gonna be good because you can run beacons with it and you got a good amount of firepower. Yeah, I think for Beacon Rush, you really do want to get as many beacons as you can right up front, so you at least start off with an advantage. So once you get that advantage, it's much harder to come back from it. Yeah, the power plant is a little bit of a problem because that's you automatically get an advantage depending on where you spawn from. And that's Captain Rambo abusing somebody who's AFK. Let's see, I think we're going to get mech'd out here. Yeah, this battle was basically blue team attempting to get back the advantage the entire game. So I think we're going to see we're going to start to see a little bit more variations because you're going to want beacon runners out there. And you're going to find those lots of damage that game. And we had somebody out. Yeah, there's more use for come on. No, press the button. There we go. You're gonna find there's more use for small, fast beacon runners. More use for any kind of brawling bot. especially the Raijin and the Fujin, as they can kind of plop themselves down. Alright, invites are out. Vlad has a whole hangar of workshop robots, and I've never noticed that, actually. I know he likes his Raijins. Alright, I'm going to resend these invites to you two guys, because the client may not have recognized that you're online. Just bear with me. There you go. You should see him this time. Okay, just waiting on Nathan. And just going to check the messages real quick, see if anybody else wants. Okay. Looks like we're ready to go. Let's drop in. I should really swap in my my stalker, but maybe another time. And we're on Dead City. Yeah, the thing about swapping bots is I get used to the ones that I have, and then I can't decide which one I would want to drop. I'd almost say don't worry about the home beacons and go right for center. But I'm not packing anything fast enough to do that. Oh, they've got... Yeah, they picked up all the beacons. This is not good. This is a huge... We're at a big disadvantage right now. And I got chewed up. I just got chewed up by that thunder. By that carnage. So by spawning over there, they can force a fight and stop people from getting the center beacon. And they're going to know before they spawn where I am, because it shows you on the map which beacons are under threat. Yeah, see, it's hopeless now. Now I'm basically dead because somebody spawned right in on me. Yeah, that's the way you come back from responding to Boy Boy's comments. That's really the way you come back from a big disadvantage, is basically making it so costly for them to take beacons that they run out of bots. Sometimes the only way to come back from a disadvantage is just kill everybody. Hey, it works. Uh-oh. My charger fell out. There's a Raijin on top of me. We got mech'd out. Well, not mech'd out, we lost. Get my power cord plugged back in. Yeah, I was wearing Vlad as a hat on that one. There's a hat with two thunders. Let's come back in. Alright, just check the chat real quick. Oh, we lost Pleep. We're losing people. I think we got a couple of people changing, a couple of people changing bots. Alright, let me get, let me get you in there. Come on, I can't find your name. There it is. You're under my little icon there, sorry. Alright, I'm gonna resend yours. So I think it thinks you're offline still. Alright, we'll give him a few seconds to get in. Yep, was figuring people were doing some swapping. I'll give Rambo a few more seconds. Alright, we're going to drop without him and catch up next game. Beacon Rush again, let's see what we get. I hope I didn't drop just before he was accepting the invite. I hate when that happens. Alright. Shenzhen. Oh, I'm going to at least position myself to fire on center beacon. So this one, I almost think it's a good strategy to get both flank beacons and just let them have it. Let them have the center beacon. And then just hit them from all sides. But if they're going to let me in here, I'm going to just grab it. When did this guy get this close? Wow, I'm dying really. I'm getting chewed up real fast. Alright, we're gonna spawn over here in the Griffin. I waited a few seconds, I could have spawned on the side beacon. I'm just gonna get up in there right away and fight it out. Come on. Ah, bad time for my power cord to fall out. Alright, let me plug back in. It's one of those outlets where I actually need a new cable. So the plug doesn't want to stay in. Flies out a little too easily. Okay, Bernie, I was wondering what happened to you. You were still showing up as online, even though you weren't. And hello there to Nick Gamer. Everybody likes spawning on the side beacon. I do like the little speed boost that the Fujin got on this release. Definitely helps. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made it as long as I did on that run. To answer your question, Nick Gamer, this is the Android version. I'm not sure which of the other platforms have gotten their updates yet. I'm pretty sure the PC or Facebook Game Room version has. I didn't see the update out there for iOS yet. So this is a pretty big update. So lots of little weapon tweaks, lots of speed adjustments. The new UI, which, well, takes some getting used to. There's some things I don't like about it. I think the target boxes don't stand out against the background a lot very well, which is a problem. Kind of makes it hard to see. Hello there to 2158 Defender. Alright, I am all out of bots. Let's follow some of the guys around. Here's our firing squad. Let's see if the enemy spawns somebody in on Pleep while he's trying to sneak his beacon. And yes, they did. Yeah, I did not see the update come out for iOS yet. I also play sometimes an alt account on the iPad. I have not seen it come out there yet. And hello there to Silent Gamer. And that's not too surprising. Android, it's usually easier to roll out updates for Android than it is for iOS. It's because the Apple Store is really has a really lengthy and strict certification process that updates have to go through. Okay, yeah. To answer your question, Nick Gamer, our clan name is Team Mikey. We are clan ID 40843 on Android. The tag is TMK. If you see us around, feel free to give us a shout. See if anybody else is asking for Ah, Bernie lost his Wi-Fi. All right. All right. If we got no other takers, we will drop in again. Excuse me. I don't know if you guys noticed when I was showing my screen before, I'm actually getting real close to 5,000 gold, so I'm kind of trying to decide what I'm going to spend it on. It's going to be a big decision. Do I want to get a Lance or a Fury or a or save up and see if see how much the new dash bots are going to cost? Excuse me. And I've got about 600 gold or so to go. I will bet that this is a. Oh, I thought it was going to be a Gareth. Oh, this guy's going to pop up again. Hi there, Frank. How you doing? I know that Rogaka is going to flank me, but I'll see if I can. Come on, grab center, grab center, grab center. Come on, I can hold out that long. There we go. I'm not going to last long at this guy, so hopefully get a few hits on him. So once again, we're back to trying to take back an advantage. That's an example of what a Raijin should be doing. That's a good example of what a Raijin should be doing in Beacon Rush. Sitting on a beacon and holding it. That's going to be suicide to go there. Whatever. I'll just come in with something a little bit more able to deal with the Raijin. Okay, so we're going to spawn in here. Reload. See if that Rhino is still alive, which he is not. Come on. My battery really isn't that low. It's like right on the edge of warning, but I keep knocking out my power cord. Oh, I think we lost that round. Alright, Bernie, have a good one. Okay, well, we're outgunning them for the most part. But they got that advantage on the beacons and we just couldn't get it back. Alright, so let me go find Frank. Where'd you go, Frank? There you are. I'm looking in the squad chat. Looks like Pleeplop observes that Beacon Rush is hard. Yeah, it is. It's fun. It's different. I like it. And hello to Tyrant. And hello to Lion. Okay, Frank, I'm going to resend your invite because it looks like didn't see you yet. There we go. And we got 6. Let's go, go, go. And Lion saying hi. Just wanted to point out, if you were listening 1 or 2 streams ago, I was talking about how somebody sent me screenshots of me on the red team. That was Lion. Yeah, Lion. I started I had an opportunity to do this in the afternoon instead of late night today, so just wanted to take it. We're playing Beacon Rush, all Beacon Rush all the time. And as some of the guys in the clan observed, Beacon Rush is hard, but I think it's hard in a good way. It changes up the tactics a bit. You really want to have the advantage early on. Springfield, this is one of the maps where it's really tough because one side's got a much better chance of getting to the center beacon first. Which is what we're seeing happen now. I don't think we'd be there even if we had... Even if we were running stalkers. So then the only way I can get there quickly is just going across a lot of open territory and getting shot at by everybody. So we're going to spawn up here at the farm. Uh-oh, getting beat up here. Got everything up to level 8, that's cool. I'm not quite there. Most of my stuff is level 8, but some is falling short. So this is all about the beacons. If you ignore the beacons in, in Beacon Rush mode, you pay for it. Come on. Getting a little laggy here. And again, this is a pretty nasty... This is a really nasty fight over here. Bad time. Yeah, I'm trying to brawl while holding my power cord in case you haven't noticed. Nasty fight, even though we're behind. Let me see if I can do something about this power cord. Alright, we're going to spawn over at this one. Change it up a little. Goodbye. Oh, that cost me my Orkin. Yeah, I've never really played with the Wild Bunch bots. It's too much of a pain building up influence points. Without resorting to cheating or spending money. The best use I've seen for them is best use of the only you're gonna hate me for saying this. The best use for the Switch bots is Zenith Butch. It's a camper troll troll config, but hey, it works. I've seen somebody sit on the right maps, be dialed into the right spots, and just continue to set up a continuous barrage that doesn't ever stop. If you play it right, it's surprisingly effective. Alright, I'm gonna take advantage of my Carnage buff and let my shield regenerate a little bit. This is gonna be it for me. Once my sprint wears off, yeah. Oh no. And we are all mech'd out. Alright, not having too good of a track record today, but we're having fun. So have a good night, Bernie. Way on the other side of the world. Yeah, we've been getting beat up today. But hey, it's the first time we're really playing as a, well, at least on camera, playing as a team with Beacon Rush, so. But looking at the numbers, though, we're putting out the damage. It's just a matter of getting the tactics figured out. Alright, we lost one or two people. Let's check chat, see who wants in. Yeah, we need a plan. It's definite. Definitely for sure. Well, I think the main thing to do is make sure we get that center beacon first. Yeah, that, on Springfield, though, the side we started on was definitely not the right side to be starting on. You're kind of at a big disadvantage there. All right, Vlad, I'm going to invite you back in. Let me fix my power cord up a little bit. We'll play like one or two more games. Before we call it a day. So it looks like we got 4. I'm going to jump in, try this again. You know, I don't mind getting beat because the firefights have been fun, but we do kind of have to figure this out. Let's see, I'm thinking my favorite Leo is probably my least useful right now. I may have to drop that. I may have to try dropping that for a beacon runner. Yeah, we're also not getting the best picks. We're always on this for these asymmetrical boards. We always seem to be starting on the wrong side of them. So we're already starting with a disadvantage. That's the runner. Okay, I just wore him down with splash damage as best as I could. Alright, that ended me. Okay. Yeah, these guys with the Rogatkas are having a lot of fun. Oh, I got chewed up and spit out there. I guess Vlad's Thunders are leveled way up. My Carnage has level 9 Thunders, but it doesn't seem to do that well. Oh, I'm getting stuck. Speaking of thunders, come on. Ah! Alright. I have a funny feeling this may be my last stand here. Ansile on a Leo. Nice. Laggy. It's a little laggy, but the game seems to be handling the lag a little better. So I wonder if they made some network code updates. Alright, and I am out of the fight. Alright. We're still down on beacons, but we are doing better this game. And then there was one. Yep. And Eduardo's been saving up his bots. Alright, Pleep, we'll see you next time. Okay, I think we're going to do one more game before I call it a day. And probably, since it's still early, probably take the time to mow the lawn now that it's not quite as hot as it was a few hours ago. Alright. Let's see. I give Augustin... Oops. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see if we can give... Cancel. Pleep is the last survivor. Yeah, I tend to be the guy who gets knocked out a little early. So I've got I've got no problem doing a suicide run. All right. Well, let's see what we can do with what we've got. Yeah, I'm the guy who makes mad dashes for center beacon and gets killed all the time. Hey, sometimes you just got to do it. All right. So last match for me for the stream, and then you guys can either go do as you will afterwards. You can either watch Lions stream or come over and keep squatting up with your guys, with the rest of our guys. Okay, we got a beacon runner. Hopefully he goes right for the center beacon. Oh, he's going for the side beacon. One of those guys should be going center. And not both. And Vlad makes the mad dash up the ramp. And it's a target-rich environment up here. Come on, targeting. Now I get the one that I want just as he gets out of my sight. This is just brutal. We're slaughtering these guys. Yeah, the targeting's a little bit of a problem on this UI. I think it's all just visibility because the red boxes and the lettering just blends in the background a little too much, for me at least. I think if they managed to make that brighter and it was easier to see, it would work a lot better. For Explicit 12, to be honest with you, I don't really spend money on the game. Very rarely do I spend any money at all in the game. I'll level it up the hard way with patience and a lot of battles. Yeah, targeting's still jumping around a bit. Okay, so now that we have the advantage, the game becomes keeping the advantage. And so far we've been slamming these guys. Well, really, your best source of for gold ends up being your daily tasks. And just it used to be easier to farm for gold because you could drop down to a lower level hangar and just pick on noobs. But that doesn't really work. You can't really get away with that anymore. So the best way probably to farm for gold is to focus on beacon running. Because remember, you still get 5 gold for having the most beacons. And then if you do it while you're in a squad, you get a couple of bonus gold as well. So this board is brutal when you lose the advantage, and this is just pointing out all the things that I've been talking about. Yeah, so if you squad up with even with just one other person and you focus on getting beacons, it's usually most of the time. Unless the game gets really crazy, if you get 3 beacons, that's usually enough to make you put you in the running for that 5 gold for the most beacons. Then you get your 1 or 2 bonus gold for being in a squad. So that'll start to add up. It'll take a while, and then you do your daily you get the daily task for like 18 kills, you get 30 gold or something like that. And it just starts to slowly add up over time. Alright, Vlad is doing what Vlad does. Yeah, you can get more money by doing damage. But it's actually easier to guarantee that you get the 5 bonus points for the 5 bonus gold for beacons. So excuse me. The best strategy is you get the most beacons and the most damage. So if you're really farming for gold, you put 1 fast bot in your hangar. You start off with that one. You run as many beacons as you can with it, and then you just start pounding as best as you can with the rest of your bots. So yeah, I got 4 gold. I got 1 for being in third, and the bonus for squad. Yeah, but even if you can't get that top spot where you get 10 to 13 gold out of it every time, if you pick up 5 gold or even 3 gold every time, it does add up, especially if you play a lot. All right, I'm gonna disband the squad. That was actually a really good last match, and that was we basically spent half the game. We got the advantage right away, and then spent half the game just slaughtering the other team as they were coming. I'm not sure how they managed to keep that many bots in the field. And see, here's our daily task. I got 18 kills today. I think I got a lot of it just in the last match. I got my 30 gold for that. Yeah, you get 2 tasks per day. That can give you either gold or workshop points. So between that and just playing consistently and winning so that you get gold, squatting up so that you get the gold bonus, it'll just add up over time. I see I'm up to 4,412, which means that I've got decisions to make. I might be buying a lance soon, finally. And then figuring out what the heck I'm going to put on it. Probably Terrans, because I've got a lot of workshop points to deal with. I've been cautious about buying too many new robots and fitting them out just because I want to get things leveled up, which is what I've been focusing on anyway. Well, anyway, it's time for me to go, and I'll let you guys off the hook. I believe Lion says he's going to be doing a stream soon. If you want to check that out, I'm sure he'd appreciate getting a few extra viewers. If not, I should be back streaming War Robots again Tuesday night, and I may hop on and show a little bit of PS4 again tonight after Game of Thrones is on, for those of you that watch that show. Well, that's it. Thanks for coming out and playing this afternoon. Some really fun matches. Took a while for us to get on our feet, but we got it together and ended on a really awesome fight. So thanks for coming out and playing with me today, and I will see you next time. So long.